Ragazzi,
Ragazzo,
but why we are without a video, Seppi?
I don't know.
Sebi.
I don't know.
Ah, this is interesting.
It says that the host stopped us from sharing our video.
Yes, you can't start your video because the host has stopped it.
I am. I don't know.
Seppi, you do things that you even don't understand why.
Try
But
again.
by the way, Jeppy and Emilios, you have such nice pictures on Zoom. Mine is a thumbnail of like whatever. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Look, try again.
Yes. Yes.
Here we are. Hello, hello, hello. Wow,
Eccoci.
Emilio, you have such a nice background.
You know why? Because the last time a couple of residents told me that, come on, yesterday you were looking very scary because I had this black background and it was like a moving head, you know.
Yeah.
So today I'm with a nice color because also today we speak about love.
We speak about love, guys. Guys, yeah. And come on, where is our beloved Nisa?
She will be joining us very soon. She just landed, so she's heading back. By the way, guys, and this is a challenge to all our guests. I want you to take a look at the painting behind me. Sorry.
Beautiful.
It is?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want you to spot the detail. Does anyone see the rooster?
The rooster.
It's a pretty big one.
A pretty big one.
Wait,
Yes.
you see the rooster?
No, not me. Yeah, it's here. It's on the right side.
Yes, exactly. It's on the right side.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a huge rooster. Wait, over there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
Okay, guys. Yeah.
hello to Italy, Turkey, Ukraine, Chicago, Brazil, Germany, Poland, Brazil, Ukraine, Nigeria, Beirut, Moscow, Costa Rica, Ireland, Sweden, Auckland, New Zealand, wow, France, Istanbul, Iraq, Buenos
Brunhilda is also with us. Hello, Brunhilda from Albania.
yeah. South Africa, Wales, Riga, Australia again, Russia, Turkey, London, Hungary, Uzbekistan,
Yeah, Cyprus.
Cyprus, Kurdistan, Norway, England, Athens, Liverpool.
When did you say Athens like that? Athens?
It's the same type of feeling when I say Milano.
Yeah. But now if he says Thessaloniki, will be Thessaloniki?
Just arrived.
Athens.
Yeah.
Allora, guys, did you prepare nice things for this San Valentine? Oh, Sebby, by the way, yeah, do you celebrate San Valentine's Day? First question, because I mean, come on, this is it depends, There are someone celebrating, someone no, someone maybe sometimes.
Well,
If they love seriously, clearly, their partners.
Debbie, do you celebrate St. Valentine's? Very mixed feelings.
Yes, 39, yes, 34, no, 28 sometimes. I would say sometimes, so in my view, sometimes is nice. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
But for the happy hour, of course, celebrates Saint Valentine because the main thing we have learned throughout these years is that we all love Jeppy.
Yes.
So much.
Yes. No, clearly, we have to celebrate with nice cases, right? So we like to share nice cases today. So who's going to start, by the way?
I can start.
Yes, go.
Perfect.
Go.
So the topic of today's happy hour is cases we love, because overall,
Yeah.
dermoscopy is about love, you know.
Yes.
And I'll show you some cases that I really love. Some of them have a meaning, a more deep meaning, but overall,
So
come
you
on.
love this case, right?
I do love these cases. I actually do love these cases.
Okay.
So cases we love.
Okay.
This is a patient that came to me, of course, very late,
Yeah.
as you can see here.
Yeah.
And this is dermoscopy.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that it's very worrisome?
Well, no. Mm, okay. This is different.
How much
The,
more?
the left side and then the right side.
Nisa is here. Nisa,
Oh, here we are. Nisa, are you coming back from where?
From Italy.
Ah, great. Where?
Great.
Which
Where
city?
were you?
Yeah, there was a meeting in Bologna and I was
Ah.
there, Maria Pia's meeting.
Ah, Maria Pia de Padova. Yes,
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Very good. Okay, so very strange case, right?
It is a quite strange case. Of course, extreme sun damage. The most worrisome, this part on the right, belongs, of course, to this back front. And what would you say this is?
Of course, there is a question mark between BCC and melanoma.
Okay, but excise this. Okay,
Yeah.
so excise this. This was a nodular BCC. Excise completely.
Okay.
And here I took multiple scouting biopsies in
Okay.
order to make sure that everything's okay. And this came back as actin keratosis, high grade actin keratosis. What would you do afterwards?
Well, this is the so-called field cancerization, right?
Exactly. The definition of it. The definition.
Yeah, but it's very rare. I cannot recall this pattern of field cancerization. So with so much pigmented
Yeah.
actinic, usually they are non-pigmented, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. But by the way, an Italian. This is an Italian patient of mine.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So what would you do next? You have excised your BCC, and then you have your field cancerization. What do you do?
Imiquimod?
Exactly. So Imiquimod, of course, the patient came interim, and he was red as hell, as you can imagine. But then she comes 2 months after, and you can see how nice everything is retrieving. A lot of melanophages, and I saw him the other day as well, and now he's almost completely clear. And one of the reasons that I put this case on is that Imiquimod works phenomenally. I love this case because I love Imiquimod. I love 5FU. It's like magic drugs. You can do magic with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Agreed.
We are
Agreed.
big lovers of Imiquimod, big lovers. And now that you showed this, I will show you also later on something very impressive.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
This is another case that I really liked. This is clinical, female, as you can see from the nail,
Yeah.
mid-20s. And this is dermoscopy.
Dermatofibroma plus nevus.
Yes.
This was exactly my diagnosis, DF plus nevus.
Or melanoma.
No, it's not melanoma.
No way. No way.
No.
No.
It came back as pure dermatofibroma with accentuated pigmentation on the periphery,
Ah.
which is just a reminder that, dermatofibromas can become very peculiar, and the fine network that we find around can also be sometimes more pigmented. I
Yeah.
asked pathologists to double check it because I was like, I'm sure this is DF plus nevus. But no, it's still a DF. I saw the pictures. Fair enough.
Very nice. By the way, there is a question. What do you think of Effudix with Dovonex? So using a kind of mixed,
Protriol, you mean?
yeah. So Dovonex must be, yeah,
That's protriol.
calcipotriol, exactly.
Yeah.
Why not? Why
Why
not?
not? Why not? I also like, I love Imiquimod, but I also like 5FU. So
Yeah,
both work perfectly.
yeah.
Next case, a bit more cumbersome. 28-year-old female with this changing lesion on the face.
Oh, it's a Spitz.
Spitz melanoma.
So I put this in because it's one of the cases that sometimes happen and you're in a worrisome condition. So this came back as an atypical spitzoid tumor, but they asked for BRAF genetic analysis.
And
This confirmed that this is an atypical spitzoid tumor.
so this was BRAF was negative.
Yes,
Okay.
very good for the patient, but still it's one of these cumbersome positions that you need a second opinion. And it's one of the cases that I love because it puts your mind into work. Like, what could be your next step? What you can do? This is the reason that I put this in. This is one of my favorite ones. Okay, so this is clinical and this is dermoscopy. 80-year-old male with this lesion on the nose. What do you think it is?
Keratoacanthoma.
Yeah. Well differentiated SEC.
Well differentiated SC. What do you do?
By a shave biopsy and then decide what to do.
So the patient denies any kind of intervention. So the patient does not want to go. What I told him is like, okay, we need to take this out. He was so firmly against it. Like, no, I don't want surgery.
Then Imiquimod.
Yeah, Creo and Imiquimod.
So what I did is methotrexate injection.
Also.
Very good idea. Yeah.
And then 1 week after, immunocryo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Immunocryo. What do you mean with immunocryo?
Creo with Imiquimod.
With
Cryotherapy.
Okay. So cryo followed by Imiquimod.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is 1 month after the treatment. And this is 2 months after treatment. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, but I mean there is a loss of partially of the skin of that area. So it means that this was not a keratocondylarthoma. This was a well differentiated SCC.
Yeah, well differentiated SC.
Yeah.
But the response is amazing, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
going from this to this.
Yeah, clearly. You know, when we are really in doubt if this lesion could be a keratocondylarthoma or a well-differentiated squamous cell carcinoma, you know what we do? While waiting for the result of the biopsy, we prescribe a few weeks of acitretin, 25 milligrams.
Also a very good idea.
Yeah, because if it's a keratocondylarthoma, then when the patient comes back to get the report, the lesion is almost gone, you know? And then
Very, very true.
yeah.
Another case?
Oh,
DLE, discoid lupus erythematosus.
yeah, good idea.
So patient has had this for 4 years, slowly growing. And this is dermoscopy.
Mm.
I know. This is
Lichen
not
planus, actinic lichen planus.
brava, sì.
What do you say?
Actinic lichen planus.
Excellent.
It's a great mimicker.
Yeah.
And then lately, the patient has also developed these lesions on the cheeks.
Yeah.
And this is the dermoscopy of it.
So from dermoscopy, you can really make sure that this is not a DLE, right?
Yeah.
Because there is no sign,
Follicular plaquing.
no follicular involvement. Yeah.
Exactly. And now the patient is on corticosteroid treatments along with some with a Klingman's formula, and we're waiting to see how he will go.
Yeah, good.
Acitretin is very good working.
Yeah.
In these cases.
As
I'll
well.
see him back and I'll tell you if I will need to acitretin. Here on the palm of the hand,
Hmm. Add next.
Palm.
Poroma.
Poroma.
pigment,
Porocarcinoma.
pigmented poroma, and it's one of the tumors that I really love. Such a great mimicure. But even clinically, this is very well defined to be a malignancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Here on the leg of a 45-year-old male, clinical and dermoscopy.
Oh, Sepke.
Clonal sepke.
The beauty of clonal K, how much it forms
Yeah.
with beautiful
So
globules.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, just
BCC.
the beauty of pigmented BCC.
Yeah.
A case that
Deep penetrating blue nevus.
Mm.
a case that I put in just because of the age, maybe 20 or 30% of the cases that come for consultation to me are blue nevi in elderly individuals. Whatever looks like a blue nevus is a blue nevus. This cannot be anything else. So don't be scared about it. There's also a very nice recent study showing that blue nevi can appear at the age of 70 and
Yeah.
no problem created.
And especially on the bald scalp.
Yes.
Amigos, be careful. You can have a blue nevus.
And one of my final cases.
Oh, pustular.
Erosive pustular dermatosis.
Yeah.
So the patient was sent to me in order to determine the margins for the surgery and the graft.
And
And
then you prescribe just that cream, right?
and then we're corticosteroids in
Yeah.
1 month and 2 months in.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
The problem is that this will come back, and
Yeah.
that's a big question.
Yeah.
But I've seen so many great surgeries on the scalp for erosive pustular dermatosis.
Yeah. Especially
Yeah.
the past, especially it was very common because really this was unknown. Nobody knew it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when they did biopsies and the biopsies were coming back negative, they were just thinking that they biopsied the wrong
The
spot,
wrong position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to biopsy again and so on. And so on. Yeah.
And my last case, how much do we love
Yeah.
what we do?
So
And
lovely.
Dermoscopy happy hour in general.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Very nice.
Very nice cases. Very nice.
Konstantinos, what's your go-to treatment in field cancerization? Imiquimod, 5FU, or PDT? If you do PDT, do you do the entire field or do you do it in parts because of the pain?
So I personally prefer 5FU because of the paper that came out in 2019 in New England Journal of Medicine showing that 5FU has a 76% clearance rate for field cancerization and 2-year follow-up compared to 72% of Imiquimod. Also, with the 5FU 4%, people have a bit better conformity during the treatment. They don't have so much pain or side effects as compared to Imiquimod. So my go-to is 5FU. In this particular case, because it was so ugly, and I was also afraid that in some points it could have turned into SCC in situ, I preferred Imiquimod because we have more data for treatment of SCCIS with Imiquimod compared to 5FU.
I agree completely. There is a question on methotrexate. Can you share the protocol? 15 milligrams every week?
Well, I just did one course of intralesional injection of 20 milligram MTX. I finished the entire thing in there, and then I started 5FU. So I gave it 1 week just to work in parallel with the cryo and Imiquimod. So I didn't follow a protocol. I just got bit and pieces and created one of my own.
Yeah. Emilio, you also use 20 milligrams or 15
Of what?
methotrexate?
It's 20 or 25. It's 5 ml.
25. You're right.
25.
Yeah.
25. Yeah. Okay.
But the point is that it works, in my experience, because I use it quite a lot recently, it works, but in small tumors. When the size of the tumor is more than 2 centimeters, then I mean it cannot work. And the point is that in the small tumors, usually
Surgery.
so that's why the applications are limited, because you have to find the scenario in which the tumor is small, but you don't want to excise it for some reason.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, we use the same methotrexate we use for psoriasis. Same stuff. Yeah. There was a question.
The methotrexate, whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, but the reason I did it here was as an neoadjuvant treatment, before the immunocryo.
Yeah.
I like this immunocryo.
Yeah, but it's an immunological simulation along with cryotherapy.
Yeah.
But you should use more the term immunotherapy when you want to speak about imiquimod. So it's a topical immunotherapy.
Yes.
It is.
It is what it is. It's a T cell simulation.
Yeah. Wonderful. Nisa, did you prepare some nice cases?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
We can see the heart also.
How many hearts can you count here?
Okay, correct.
How many hearts?
Three.
Okay. 3. 1
Ah.
Correct.
and 3.
Ah, che
We
bello.
love Jeppy.
Beautiful.
And
che
an
bello.
easy one. There is a heart shape, seborrheic keratosis,
Yeah.
and a patient. You see the macro images
Yeah.
and
Uh,
nevus.
so a mother with a son.
Yeah, just like that. I was
A
saying the
mother
same.
who loves a small
Yeah,
son.
definitely. 2 hearts. Okay. And this is a patient and one of my colleagues in my hospital. And this is the baseline, the first image. And 1 year later, it turns into a heart-shaped melanocytic lesion. And let's see the dermatoscopy. I always have some concerns with lesions like that, just reticular lines, because they can be everything. They can turn into a melanoma. So following up these lesions is very important. And here you can see the comparison of the baseline image. And 1 year later, it's growing and the patient is 50 years old. So we have to excise at this point, and it has a heart shape. When a melanocytic lesion has a heart shape, we should always be careful if we are not sure about it's not it's a seborrheic keratosis as the previous case. So I excised it and it was a melanoma in situ. And this is a scalp. And here's the dermatoscopy. And what's your diagnosis here? What do you think?
BCC.
BCC. Yeah, here's a close-up. And this is a heavily pigmented basal cell carcinoma indeed. Again, a heart-shaped lesion on the dorsal hand. And here's the dermatoscopy. What do you think it is? Any idea?
Okay.
Seborrheic keratosis. So do you want to look at with non-polarized modes?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Here is a non-polarized mode, and the comodo-like openings or brown clots, yellow clots, they are much more prominent in this mode, not media-like cysts, but the other structures of seborrheic keratosis. So this is a heart-shaped seborrheic keratosis. again, a beautiful seborrheic keratosis with an heart shape. And this is the clinic. And here is the dermatoscopy. And this is the close-up. What do you think it is? Pyogenic granuloma or
Pyogenic granuloma.
Kaposi sarcoma? Which one?
PG.
Yeah, okay. But it can be also a Kaposi sarcoma because we have cases with similar dermatoscopy. This was a solitary lesion and it was bleeding and we excised. It was a pyogenic granuloma. And here is an heart shape.
Poro.
Poro. But if I can say one thing, if you go to
Yeah.
the case,
There is one more here. Look at the dermatoscopy. What do you think it is?
Porokeratosis.
Poro.
Porokeratosis. But this was a dermatophyte infection.
No.
Really?
Really, they are both dermatophyte infection, and actually, some scales are following the skin furrows. I was also thinking about the porokeratosis, but since there was another one, you can see here. I would like to see the first dermatophyte, and it was a positive with direct microscopy, and we give.
Incredible. Very
Yeah, so this is a child. It's a nodular lesion, and here's the dermatoscopy.
Spitz.
Black and white. Yes, this is a Spitz news. Another lesion with heart shape. Again, we have two colors, dark color and pink color. And this is a melanoma for sure. Breast of thickness was 4.1 millimeter, and the patient died. Another lesion.
Lisa, this is not the case we love.
Yeah. But heart shape is not always reflecting the good things. Unfortunately, melanoma is most commonly observed within heart shape, so we should be very careful with these cases. And let's go back to the macro images. And here, dermatoscopy again. And what do you think it is? Melanoma or basal cell carcinoma? Which one?
Collision of the two.
You think collision. And here is with a hand dermatoscope.
Melanoma
The previous
forever.
one was with photo finder, melanoma or BCC.
Melanoma.
Which one?
Melanoma.
Melanoma on the right,
Yeah.
BC on the left.
No, it's all melanoma.
It's all melanoma?
It's all melanoma. Again, the black part and the pink part. Breast of thickness was 3.2 millimeter here. And this is 405 nanometer UV, sub-UV dermatoscopy. You can see the ulceration very clearly in the UV mode.
Brunhilde
Yeah.
that's a nice comment. Sometimes love can hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, something came to my mind in this moment, you know, since, you know, I was saying melanoma, and then I realized how many times in my last 35 years I pronounced the word melanoma.
Ooh.
Many times.
Many
Right?
times.
And now the question is this number similar to the number of the times I pronounced the word I love you? Probably not. Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's a very
And
sad story. A sad story. So now this must be something we have to keep in mind, you know.
Okay, so Zepi, do
We
you
have to
love us?
say, well, sorry?
Do you love us?
I love you so much. I love you like never before.
Oh,
But seriously speaking, you know, we have to reflect, you know. We say words
exactly.
for our daily life which are meaningless, and then we don't say the real things.
Yeah, definitely. And the last three cases was looking like yin and yang. And my message is just like yin and yang, love is the balance through the differences and integration of those forces. When they work together, they create something beautiful.
Wow.
And
Beautiful.
we love dermatoscopy for sure.
Well. Very good.
There are a few questions. First is which cutaneous tumors can be treated with intralesional methotrexate? what I was discussing before was about well-differentiated squamous cell carcinoma. Yeah, theoretically, I mean, you could use it also in other tumors, but the data we have are about SCC. Second question, yeah, Jean says this recent treatment that they do in the UK, at least for pyogenic granuloma with salt, and she asks if we do the same. So if we have a differential diagnosis between Kaposi and pyogenic granuloma, if we use salt for 2 weeks, because this is what they do, and pyogenic granuloma disappears within 2 weeks, but it will not make any difference to Kaposi. Shin, I cannot share any experience because I don't do it, but I do believe what you say, because yeah, you told us several times that it works like this. So salt, not pepper. Be careful, eh?
But honestly, why would salt dissolve a pyogenic granuloma? Like, what's the mechanism behind it?
The mechanism behind the formation of pyogenic granuloma?
No, salt.
Ah, well, probably because the lesion is going to be dehydrated, and then in some way, so it's a benign proliferation of vessels. I don't know.
Can we use that in angiomas as well?
Probably it does not penetrate the same way.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm going to try it. I want to be
No,
honest.
no, we tried. I can tell you, it
Really?
works. It works.
Really?
Not always, but it works. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. What else do we have here? The first
Which
case.
one looks like pregnant alien fetus? There's a comment.
Your
What?
melanoma, your melanoma.
Ah, yes, yeah, it's right, yeah.
Sheen says that salt, in fact, works also on growing angiomas, also on ovagranulation tissue, as well as pyogenic granuloma. How do you use the salt is a question from Brunilda. I don't know.
You have to put a lot of salt on the lesion. So you have to use a kind of bandage in order to you do a bandage around the lesion, then you put the salt a lot, and then you cover.
Ah, that's
Want
so
to see you, Jeffy, doing it and then throwing the salt like the guy.
Nusret, Nusret.
interesting. Turkish guy.
Guys, I love Dermoscopy Happy Hour for so many reasons, but mainly because I learn every fucking time, every single time.
Every fa.
Every time.
For a single time.
Great. Emilio, do you have cases for us?
Do we have videos, Sebi, or not?
No, not yet.
Not now. Okay. Wonderful. Jeffy, don't you want to go first?
Yeah, okay. Let me tell you, I prepared also some nice cases. Unfortunately, not all of them are, let's say, beautiful in terms of outcome. I would say that this is definitely beautiful. Yeah.
BCC.
Yeah, this is
Beautiful. We love BCC.
lovely BCC, a lovely superficial BCC. Okay. Is this a BCC? Yes or no?
It is a BCC,
Yeah.
but it's a scary one.
It's a scary one, exactly.
Halloween BCC. oh, it's the scream. It's a scream.
Look at the screen. Ah!
Yeah. Screaming. Yeah,
So, BCC can be really mimicking a lot of things. Yeah, scary and nice ones. Okay, I liked very much what Nisa said about heart-shaped lesions. We have to be aware because heart-shaped lesions, especially in the context of melanocytic lesions, reticular melanocytic lesions, is not a good sign. This is a lesion we didn't want to excise in a patient with multiple nevi. Do you agree?
Yeah.
We do a follow-up? Do you agree?
pigmentation lacking increases, and no, we should exercise.
Yeah, we agree.
Ah,
See, sir,
But
okay.
the question is, can we follow up? Yes, by all means.
Yes.
It will be a slow-growing melanoma.
Yes, yes. We
I'm
can
sure
follow. There
this
is
is
no
5 years later again an in situ melanoma.
exactly. The point is this: when you follow flat reticular lesions, there is nothing to be worried
Yeah.
because the worst scenario is that it's a slow growing melanoma. So we followed, we followed, we followed,
Go on.
and we followed until the lesion became a heart.
No, but if you can go to the previous slide, it's so beautiful that you keep growing your images. So yes, and then it keeps growing and growing the thumbnails.
And
Yeah.
if you follow up this lesion, it will say, excise me.
Excise me. Sooner or later, please do it.
at some point, please.
What else do you want me to do in order to excise me? I even took the shape of a heart so that you notice it.
Yeah,
And it has two eyes again. It's just like the previous BCC. Can you see the eyes?
exactly. Yeah. There are a couple of eyes also here.
I
Okay.
Melanoma in situ, Blandine.
Yeah.
Because
Okay, so
Blandine asked for diagnosis. It's a melanoma in situ.
melanoma in situ. And this was excised after 3 years, actually. Yeah. Okay. And
One
yeah.
question, philosophical.
Yes.
Will this ever turn to an aggressive melanoma?
Yes. If you are able, if your life expectation is long enough, yes. In my view, sooner or later it will become a melanoma invasive.
Will this happen because of an aggregation of mutations, or the same mutation keeps growing and then at some point it goes deep?
I suppose that the lesion, that the cell, which is able to invade the dermis, acquires a more aggressive behavior. It means that it's much more mutated than the one proliferating just at the junction.
I absolutely agree, and I also have the same theory for BCC. So BCCs grow slowly, and at some point, you see that there's a turning point. Of course, it's much slower than melanoma, but you can have BCC for 20 years, growing, at a rate of 0.1 centimeter per year, and at some point, it just explodes.
Correct.
It's an aggregation of mutations.
Yeah.
The point is
I
that
don't know how.
in BCC, we have no idea which are the mutations that cause this very strange growth. And of course, they are very few as a percentage in the total number of basal cell carcinomas. Yeah. While for squamous cell carcinoma, I have the impression that these squamous cell carcinoma in old people, that they grow in an impressive rate. It's rather related to the collapse of the immune system of the host, I think.
Yeah. I think so.
So
The immune system.
it is TP53 always, and then you think that the immune system just cannot cope up with it?
Yeah.
Most likely.
Okay, I finish with a very nice but also sad story. Starting from these two lesions have something in common. They are both melanomas. Yeah. The lesion on the left, of course, it's a melanoma in situ. The lesion on the right is.
Don't say the Breslow, Emilio.
Yeah.
What's the Breslow?
The Breslow on the left is 0. On the right is 1.
And
Nida?
for 0.7 or 6.
I go for 0.7 as well.
Oh, really? Wow,
Yeah.
you were very optimistic. This was 1.6.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a very thick one.
Yeah.
And husband and wife?
Not very thick, but because it's still a stage 1B. We did a sentinel node biopsy, but it was negative. But the thing is that there is also something else in common between these two lesions. Not only that they are both melanomas, but they are belonging to
The same
Husband
person.
and wife.
Husband and
person.
wife.
Husband and wife who
This is
I
a
swear,
coverage
I swear on my
of
children, I
It's
swear on my
super.
children, they came together
Ah,
in San
insane.
Valentine's Day, February 14,
Oh,
6 years ago. Yeah.
and
Crazy.
on the same localization.
And same
And
location.
same localization.
Yeah,
Same
this-
location.
This is such a great coincidence.
Yes. And as you can see, the wife has the melanoma in situ and the husband, the 1.6 melanoma. So he was also a gentleman getting the worst scenario.
Actually, it should be the opposite, because as you said previously, women are very careful with the husband's back,
Yeah,
and
yeah, true. This is
melanoma
true.
is catched very early in
This is
male, but
true.
they are thicker in female.
Yeah, and as you can imagine, they share also the same skin type. Yeah,
Yeah.
in type 1, 2. Yeah. The sad part of the story is that despite the fact that it was just 1.6 sending node negative, after 2.5 years, 2.5 years later, he develops a headache, strong one. So he
Metastasis.
goes to the emergency room and he got brain metastasis from a 1.6 melanoma, not passing through the nodes, not passing through the lymph nodes, you know?
So it
So
was vascular.
metastasizing directly to the brain. You know, can you imagine? Of course, he died.
By the way, if we can give one message via this happy hour and through our community, is that males between 50 and 60 are the highest rate of developing deadly melanomas. So if you can do one thing in your daily practice, when a man comes in, put his shirt up. Like, just do this.
Yeah, yeah.
And for the females, put their pants up. It's like these two things.
Yeah, yeah. Easy, easy.
Great
No, this was a
cases.
very, very sad story.
Very about great cases.
Because we also, can you imagine, we published this case, of course, with their consent, and we called them to give them the paper. So we were in good relationship with them. They were coming, obviously, for follow-up. And it was very sad because, I mean, we didn't expect it at all. Anyway, so
Amazing cases.
yeah,
Sad story.
very good.
Fantastico. Sebastiano, video now or not?
No, not yet. After you.
After me. After me.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me share my screen. Basically, I modified what I had to show you during the episode. Because first, Konstantinos showed the case with Imiquimod, and I just recalled that since it's the day of love, definitely Imiquimod is one of my longest love affairs. I love it a lot. So this gentleman is almost 100 years old. I don't remember, 98, 97, something like this. And he comes with his daughters for this obvious melanoma that he knows very well. It's there since a few years. And they persuaded him to come. But he came under one condition, that whatever happens,
You do nothing.
he will not do any kind of surgery.
Yeah.
Of course, the first thing is that I proposed at least a biopsy. The response was, no way, no way, okay? He was, however, willing to do CT scans. We did a staging, practically, with the melanoma there. We did the staging, and everything was fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, given that he denied definitely any kind of surgery, what else can you think is an alternative idea?
Imiquimod.
Imiquimod.
Sure.
Of course, this is not a lentigo maligna. This is the classic
SSM.
melanoma with, I don't know, 1.5 breast low thickness whatsoever, okay? We
Could be.
don't know. We don't know
What
because
to try?
we didn't biopsy. And we started Imiquimod, okay?
Yeah,
And
it's very
look
logical.
now what happened. This is just a few days afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Incredible.
amazing.
This I think that he did just 3 weeks because
Yeah.
then this irritation, and I said, okay, enough. That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you see here the evolution. Here there is this granulation tissue, which means that it's gonna heal very soon.
Now he's 110 years old.
And then after a couple of months, and then after 6 months.
This is an incredible
And then
Can
case.
you believe it?
Terrible.
Can you believe it?
He's still living.
Of course.
Huh?
He's still living.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But Emilio, that we have a very similar case, even more advanced, because this was a melanoma with satellites.
Yeah.
He applied Imiquimod because he refused any surgery, and then he came with no lesion at all. And we studied at the level of molecular biology the case, and we found out that he had a particular mutation in his melanoma, which was related to the sonidegib, so the pathway of come si
That's
dice?
good.
Hedgehog,
Hedgehog.
exactly.
Mhm.
Probably the reason why Imiquimod was working so well, it's because of this particular mutation in the pathway of Hedgehog. And so probably also this case could be the same at the molecular level.
Yeah, could be. The point is that, I mean, this is really impressive because we don't have data about other kinds of melanoma than lentigo maligna, but and Imiquimod. But speaking about lentigo maligna, which I could show you many examples of lentigo malignas treated with Imiquimod and healing completely, but you all have these cases, I'm sure. What I want to show you is that in addition to the published evidence that already existed, now we have this study, which is going to be out in a few days. That was a double-blind, randomized control trial that compared Imiquimod to radiotherapy for non-operable lentigo maligna, or lentigo maligna that was not amenable to surgery, or that the patients did not want to undergo surgery. And the response rate of Imiquimod as a monotherapy for lentigo maligna in this double-blind control trial was, can you predict?
100.
Better than radiotherapy.
92%.
And
99.
95%. I mean,
Yeah.
according to the literature, we expected 70, 75, but it was 95. Come on. So, and you can see here the two arms, Imiquimod and radiotherapy, and it maintains also in 90% of the cases, it maintains the result after 2 years. So we're speaking about extremely good result with...
Impressive. This is an impressive paper.
Absolutely. 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 I mean,
It's not out.
it's not out. Yeah. But really, with this response rate, we should rethink a little bit the place of Imiquimod, if it should be an alternative treatment, or if we should, relocate it a little bit higher in the
As a first wave treatment. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, and that's your case. You remember, JP?
Yeah.
Remember this? And another of the many impressive examples we have with lentigo maligna. You see, this is a miracle. This is a beauty. This is a beauty.
Yes, it is a beauty, but also, how often do you get these elderly females with lentigo maligna or a BC or whatever that you put Imiquimod on, and then they come back and it's like, this chick is shiny. Can I use it on the other one as well?
Exactly. She probably did it without asking.
Well, actually, she probably did
Yeah,
it.
I think Imiquimod also has an anti-aging effect. After Imiquimod, the face is much more beautiful.
True.
Absolutely. Okay, and then a few heart-shaped lesions. This is the one that we saw also last week.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
okay.
LPLK. Okay. The next one, heart-shaped again. The diagnosis here is what?
Nevus.
The heart-shaped nevus. The next one is a heart-shaped.
BCC.
CC.
You see the beauty of BCC.
Mhm.
The beauty of BCC.
Very beautiful.
Another heart-shaped
BCC.
BCC or
Which is
no?
micronodular based on what we see.
macronodular BCC.
Macular.
Yeah. Wonderful. Then again, the beauty.
BCC.
The beauty.
This is, no, come on, this is a raster.
Raster, yeah.
Wonderful. And then some more hearts. The heart.
Stenosis.
Do you see the heart?
No, I
Yeah.
see a skier.
I see a skier. Yes, exactly. I see the skier.
Yeah. The heart is there.
This is so
But
nice.
this is the stomach. This is the stomach.
Guys, this is one of the best episodes we've done. You know that.
Yeah. And also another nice love story. Look here. I mean, the mites. And focus here. I mean, they are doing something in my view.
Yeah.
Emilios.
Yeah.
Emilios.
They are making a party. They're making a party.
Oh, they
Valentine.
are dancing. They are dancing.
Dancing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The PG version of it. Yes, they're dancing.
And finally, a few love.
Yin and yang.
Eh?
Melanoma. Yin and yang.
Well, yeah, almost. A few love stories. Look at them. They are in love. I mean, they are
Yeah.
just two nevi, a reticular nevus and the globular nevus. They are going to spend all their life together. But of course, probably one of them will die younger. Yeah.
Who's going to die younger?
Who's going to die younger?
The
That's
left
the
one-
question.
the first one.
The left one.
Left.
No, the right one, because the right one is already has a dermal component. So
Yes,
the-
but he will stay longer.
I
Because
think
it's
the
going
first
into the
one.
dermis and it's going to stay there while the lesion on the left is disappearing. It's not going to become
no, it's gonna go into senescence and
let
will also
me-
become a dermal nevus.
Another scenario is the first one, the pigmented one is a melanoma and it's going to be excised, so it will go.
They're gonna live together for many years, many years. Who's gonna die first? We don't know, but probably the one on the left, but we don't know. Another love story. Look at these two guys. I mean, they kiss
Kissing.
each other every second. So
every second, yeah.
second they do,
BCC and dermal news.
huh?
BCC and
Every
dermal
second they
news.
kiss each other. Yeah, BCC in the dermal nevus. But this one, this love story probably is gonna be destroyed by the violence of a doctor that is going to excise the basal
Come
cell.
on. This is not possible. Come on. How many probabilities there are that a BCC is going to appear just on the other side of a dermal nevus? Come on.
Maybe
Come on.
here an explanation is that sometimes BCC develops on the area of trauma,
Yeah.
like glasses. Maybe the dermal nevus traumatized the lower eyelid and BCC develop there.
The problem is here that unfortunately one day a doctor will excise it in the surgery room and the nevus will remain alone, crying that his friend is not there anymore. Yeah.
Well, it's not such a friendly friend.
So, and above all, we love
Bene.
dermoscopy and we love dermoscopy. Let me just show you this.
Okay, I love dermoscopy.
We also love dermoscopy.
Bene.
Fantastic.
Great,
Sebbi, Sebbi. Sebbino.
amazing cases.
Sebbino mio.
Sebastiano.
Welcome to the Dermoscopy Mole Bowl 2025. Do you have the eyes of a hawk, the reflexes of a ninja, the knowledge of a dermatology overlord? Only three things matter: speed, precision, knowledge. Are you ready? Ooh, not quick enough, not sharp enough. Better luck next time. But there can only be one champion, and the best part, the champion takes home the legendary Dermlite DL5 Dermatoscope, the ultimate tool for precision diagnosis. Think you've got what it takes? Prove it.
Wait, what happened? Am I still in the game?
The videos are incredible.
Unbelievable.
Fantastic.
Okay. So, do you see?
Yes, Sebi.
This is the first case. What is eating in the palm of the hand? Verce, Todorovska.
Mhm.
Female, 68 years old. The lesion was in the hand, like this.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So, what is it?
come on.
Yeah.
This can only be.
Breslau?
Breslov also very
1.2.
1.5, 2.
3.1.
Emilius?
I said 2.
Ah, okay. 1.9.
1.9. Yeah.
Emilius wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bravo. Yes.
There are some suggestions about acral indigenous melanoma. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is another case.
Daria.
Daria always sends us cases. Thank you so much, Daria.
Two large pink nodular lesions. Lesion 1, lesion 2, and dermoscopy. Lesion 1.
Poroma.
A lot of
Okay,
septa,
poroma.
yeah.
But it's not the age and not the location for Poroma.
Okay. Other diagnosis?
SEC.
American? Maybe.
Well,
What?
BCC is an obvious one on the cheek.
Okay. Lesion 2.
Same story.
Very
Wow.
This
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 is
is
definitely
poroma.
PCC.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
definitely a poroma.
You
This
say
one is the
this is the
BCC.
Poroma.
I say that this is the poroma, yeah.
Great images.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing.
I love this video.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
So what's this?
So I go for BCC here.
Yeah, probably.
BCC on the
So,
right. Yeah.
BCC on the right and the left.
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 Yep. It's
what?
very challenging. No idea.
Melanoma, SEC, Poroma.
Lymphoma.
Oh,
Metastatic.
Change.
Fully
Okay.
differentiated SCC.
okay.
I get it. I
Merkel
said
carcinoma
Merkel.
and nodular BCC.
Nice.
Nice.
Very
Nice.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Great.
Thank you, Daria. Thank you, Verce.
Thank you so much. And
Marja, thank you so much.
Penelope, Penelope, Penelope.
we have nothing else, no other video, Sebi, correct? Okay.
After Penelope.
After Penelope. Okay. Very good. Let's go. LPLKs was the topic of the last episode, so the cases are related to this. We start with a case for Nisa on the face, 84, changing flat pigmented lesion on the face. Peppering.
Yeah.
A lot of peppering.
A lot.
Coarse and fine. Coarse and fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
LPLK.
And a remnant of sub K.
LPLK.
and there's a seborrheic keratosis there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lichen planus like keratosis. Not the Leopiris like keratosis. That's the classic. Okay, 70 years old, palpable pigmented lesion on the back. That's the dermatoscopic aspect. Again, there is peppering, but also a little bit of orange here.
Orange color.
Orange
Yeah.
hue.
This is licorice-like keratosis.
This is Leopiris-like keratosis.
Leopiris-like keratosis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be Leopiris-like keratosis. Yeah, and it is LPLK. Excellent. Then JP on the breast, 77-year-old, no medical history, orange range lesion on the breast. Really orange. Really
Oh,
orange.
yes, it's orange.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
It's not an FPK.
Yeah, could be Leopiris-like keratosis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Licorice
yeah.
keratosis.
Or what else? Granuloma, I think.
Granuloma,
Granuloma
sarcoidosis.
or something.
Yeah.
LPLK.
Yeah. Okay,
But,
so
yeah.
that's another Leopiris-like keratosis. But the next one for me is, look how similar it is. So 78, subtle erythematous lesion on the back. Look, that's the dermoscopy again. Again, orange. Okay, the vessels here may be a little bit bigger than the ones we saw before, but overall quite similar, and also in a very lentiginous environment. But this one was a granulomatous disorder, in fact. So sarcoidosis.
Wow.
If you look together, they are really quite similar. And it makes sense because of the dense cellular infiltrate on the one side on the left. These are histiocytes. On the other side on the right, these are lymphocytes. But there is dense infiltration, which probably is the reason for the orange color. And the case for Sebi, chest, that's the clinical, 76, flat pigmented lesion on the chest. That's dermoscopy.
LPLK.
Okay.
Standard.
This is, I would say, an example of these coarse granules, the big granules, the large ones, together with the peppering, of course. That allows us to say that this is an LPLK for sure. Thank you, Penelope, very much.
Thank you.
Great cases.
Molto bene, molto bene, molto bene. But you know, if you do like this, something happens, you see?
Nothing.
No, but in Zepi's screen, it does. It does the thing.
Wonderful.
Ah,
I see that there are also still a lot of questions coming, but we didn't have time to reply to all of them.
like what? In case of BCC of the eyelid, only surgical therapy? Well, I would say yes, preferably surgical because it's on the eyelid. Has vismodegib ever been used in trials for melanoma? No. Can we put Imiquimod on the skin near lateral ocular angle? Well, yes.
Yes, no
Uh,
questions, no problem.
Yeah. If lentigo maligna was biopsied before Imiquimod, yes. I guess you refer to the study. If you refer to the study, then yes is the answer. Would you remove a primary tumor in a patient diagnosed with metastatic melanoma? That's a good question. And there is no clear answer. First of all, you need to sample. You need anyhow to biopsy in order to confirm the diagnosis. And usually, for a melanoma, biopsy goes. In order to biopsy, you excise it anyhow. But
There's the Nadina study that uses neoadjuvant immunotherapy for patients with bulk disease and either palpable or CT or PET-CT confirmed lymph node involvement. So in that study, you can only biopsy the lymph node, and having the diagnosis, you can leave the tumor on using pembro in order to check the response for the neoadjuvant effect before surgery.
yeah. That of course was for stage 3 melanoma, not for
Stage 3, yeah.
stage 3 with palpable lymph nodes. But theoretically, what Adrian says makes sense. I mean, if the tumor is metastatic, then you can treat it directly with immunotherapy, even if the primary is still there. Absolutely, this makes sense. Have you any experience with LPLK? I don't even know what it is. Lifileucel.
I've never heard it.
Yeah.
Never heard it.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay. I think we got most of the questions. So let's go to the Kahoot.
Yes, lentigo malignas were biopsied before Imiquimod.
Yes.
You need it. Yeah. Good. Great. Va bene, va bene.
Okay. Ready?
Is it a
Yes.
hard one?
No. Today, no.
Pom, beep, beep, pom, beep, beep, pom, beep, beep, pom.
Okay. Waiting for players, but players don't appear.
Lovely Nivus.
Lovely and lonely for the moment. AB, TB, Chin, M. Okay, I think we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. And go. Episode 9, guys. Of
We are.
We're almost halfway through.
50 years old. Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
nice. That's dermoscopy.
Okay.
Okay.
Question,
What is the question?
the question is, this was excised, histopathologic diagnosis, melanoacanthoma, melanoma, combined nevus, or BCC.
Bene. There is always an optimistic solution, right?
The correct answer was melanoma, found by the vast majority of you. Casido is in the first place, LPLK and ET. Which brings us immediately to the second question with the same image, and the question is Breslow. Which is the Breslow of this melanoma?
Can I say mine?
Say it in 3 seconds. Say. Say.
1.
1.
1.2.
1.2.
0.6.
0.6.
Oh,
Oh,
I got it.
great news.
9 people that got it precisely, and then another number of people that were close, so they also get some points. And this changes the scoreboard. Belize now is in the first place, Cash and Valentine in the third. Third question, woman, 27, leg, new lesion. Okay,
mm-hmm.
that's dermoscopy.
Mm-hmm.
This lesion was excised, which was the histopathologic diagnosis: nevus, melanoma, solar lendigo, or BCT.
Pim, 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 pim. Pim. Pim, pim, pim. Pim, pim, pim. Pim, pim, pim.
And that was a nevus, correct? As the majority of you responded, that was a nevus. And this brings JDV in the first place, panos in the second, and lonely seborrheic keratosis in the third. Which brings us to the fourth question, which is this one. Woman 41, chest, new lesion. Dermoscopy.
Mhm.
Okay.
This lesion was excised, which was the histopathologic diagnosis. The options are common nevus, plastic nevus, melanoma, and dermatofibroma.
Pum, 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 pum.
Wow, very good. The majority of you got it, 110. This was, in fact, diagnosed as a dysplastic nevus histopathologically. By the way, in the scoreboard, we have still JDV, Panos, and Kingsall. And here I would like to ask you, there are no points in the next question. It's just a poll. What do you do with this diagnosis? Nothing more or wide excision? And also tell me, you guys, what would you do for this lesion?
Second opinion.
Nothing more. Nothing more.
Nothing more.
Do we have 2 millimeters from the lesion?
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, we have an excision.
Yeah, but if
Free
we have
margins. Free margins.
free margins, then done.
Then done. Yeah. So the point is, since I know that none of you, including myself, believes in the theory of dysplastic nevus, the question for me is, what do you really believe this lesion finally was?
Nevus.
I also believe it was a nevus. That's why I also believe it was a nevus. That's why I'm more on the side of nothing more. Yeah.
But Aminos, you said that this is a new lesion, isn't it? And
Yes.
how old is the patient?
40. I had it there written. Yeah.
Emilio,
Yeah.
even if it was a melanoma in situ,
Yeah.
are clear margins clear margins?
Yes, in my opinion, yes, but officially, no.
Well, officially, we should do an episode on this.
Yeah.
Like the guidelines say 5 millimeter clinical margins.
Yes.
If you have histopathologic clearance, is it done or not?
Yeah, that's a difficult discussion. Theoretically, you need to make sure that there are these 5 millimeter clinical margins, and usually when you do initial excisions, you do not go with 5 millimeter clinical margins. You go with 2 or 3. So there is something missing there that you should do in the second excision. That's the official stuff. But in essence, I agree that for melanoma in situ, if you have achieved a complete excision and histopathology confirms that the margins are all clear, then probably it's already enough. In essence, I agree.
Yeah. I also use it in my clinical practice. If it's clear, it's clear. It's done. We're always talking about melanoma in situ, not.
Melanoma in situ. Fantastico. And this brings us to the last one, woman 75 on the face. That's dermoscopy.
Okay.
Okay. And the very simple and nice question is, this lesion was biopsied, which was the histopathologic diagnosis, lentigo maligna, solar lentigo, pigmented actinic keratosis, or BCC.
I love the inverse approach. Honestly, is one that has saved my life in so many cases.
Yeah. The point here is that the lesion is much larger than expected clinically.
Yes.
And it is a lentigo maligna. Huh?
Yeah.
It is a lentigo maligna because there is none of the convincing features of actinic keratosis or solar lentigo. Plus, there is this focal pigmentation here, which is anyhow a bit strange. So, lentigo maligna. Of course, now the next question should be, okay.
What do you do?
You biopsy it, you have your response, you have your confirmation that it was a lentigo maligna. The lady is 75. It's quite large lesion on the face, quite large. So the surgery means, you understand what it means, that you have to remove a large part of the cheek and somehow reconstruct it. And you have the alternative of Imiquimod that, as I showed you, has 95% chances of success. So
Not for sure.
yeah, you say Imiquimod for sure. Yeah. I agree, I would say.
Yeah. Let's say not easy. We are not still yet in the moment, in the right moment to change the practice. Especially 75 is a young lady.
Yeah. No, I can tell you what I'm doing today. What I'm doing today is that I am trying to do this discussion with the patients, trying to tell them that there is this option, there is also the other option. Theoretically, the surgery is always the treatment of choice, but there is an extremely high likelihood that with the cream, we're going to have a perfect result. So we decide together.
That's why I'm saying that this paper you showed before is extremely important, because this is the first time we can say to the patient 95% chance, not anymore 72, 95, which means a lot, a dramatic change.
And I think that what is very important in these cases, because this episode has been a lot about Imiquimod, is to have this discussion with the patient.
Yeah,
so you can give them the data.
Yeah.
And I also love a quote of both Emilius and Zeppi, that the recurrence of a lentigo maligna is not the end of the world. It really is not. You can discuss it with them. You'll keep them in a close monitoring every 6 months, wherever.
Yeah.
And if it recurs, you can just go and act then.
Yeah.
Of course, surgery is of course, it's an option. But, Aldana is not a bad option either.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, shared decision making. I would say that's the state that we are at this moment, at least. Now, in the future, maybe we're gonna modify it a little bit more. But now, let's see what happened here. Podium. Third place for today goes to HHW. Second place goes to ET. And the big winner of the day is Steve.
Bravo, Steve.
Bravo,
Steve. And by the way, Steve was not there at least in the previous questions. We did not see his name in the report, but now in the end, he
came out from the ranking,
from the backstage.
Backstage.
So Gabriela says that Mosh would be an optional choice. There's this group in UPenn that's doing a lot of work with Mosh surgery in lentigo maligna, but still it's going to be a big surgery. And 75 is kind of a marginal age. If it was 80, in my mind, there's no question. 75, maybe.
Yeah. Just to clarify, it's not the classic moss for lentigo maligna. It's mainly slow moss, so with permanent sections.
Yeah.
Because in the fast moss, it's not.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, the spaghetti technique.
Exactly. Ok, io sono Steve, Stefano Veglio. Do you know Giuseppe Stefano Veglio?
Where is Stefano? Ah, yeah. Stefano, bravo. Stefano Steve.
Yes.
Fantastico.
Do we have Steve, Stefano?
Another Italian winning the...
Yes. Hi Stefano. Hi.
Bene, ragazzi. E allora, so we have to find a very nice question mark for the next episode.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we will.
So,
Eccolo
today-
Stefano. Arriva Stefano. Arriva Stefano.
Ok,
Stefano.
speriamo, non so. Mi sentite? Non so.
Eccoci Stefano, ti
Vabbè.
sentiamo.
Ci sentiamo. Grazie a tutti, è fantastico. Fantastic. Really
Grazie.
fantastic team. Thank you for all. Really a
Grazie
great
a te.
occasion to meet you.
Bravo
Okay.
Stefano.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Bye. Bye.
Ravi.
Ok, ragazzi, do you know that I love you so much?
we
We
love
love you so
Love
much.
you even more.
you. Love.
And since I realized that I said in my life many more times the word melanoma instead of I love you, I will tell you I love you every 5 minutes. Yeah, I will chat you.
Aw.
Say I love you also. Say I love you also to the hundreds of people that were also today with us for another episode. We love you all and see us next Sunday. Eh?
Excellent.
Baci.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.